Wow. So thanks everybody for coming. My name is George Canopiotis. I'm with Jones Lang LaSalle, and we wanted to obviously present today this award to Joe, which we're going to get into. And we wanted to make sure, though, that it was, JLL was represented, Honeywell was represented, and it's really great to see your family here, Joe. So,
Thank you.
I'm really glad you brought them here. And we talk a lot about, at JLL, we talk a lot about family and supporting each other and the fact that we spend so much time at work. So it's really great that we're all kind of blended together, right? Really family and work colleagues and our clients and work partners with Honeywell. So thank you. So I'm going to represent JLL, and then a few other folks might jump in here as we do it here. Dan Probst back here and I are presenting the award today with John and with Anthony and with everybody here to Joe. So what I'm going to do first is describe the award today, and then I'm going to go through some of the details around the submission for Joe. So this award, we have a new set of awards at Jones Lang LaSalle called Spot Awards. And this is going to be the first time that there's like 2 annual as part of these Spot Awards. And this is the first time that we're awarding the Pioneer Award. So Joe is our inaugural
Pioneer.
First, our first winner. So true pioneer in many ways. So,
Yay! Woo! Good job.
So let me describe to you the Pioneer Award. So Spot first, talk about Spot first and Pioneer, but Spot stands for safety, people, overall health and well-being, and total client satisfaction. So there's awards for each one of those as we do this. And it awards the following behaviors. That's what we want to reward for the behavior of our team. Safety, exceptional safety champions, people, innovation, diversity, inclusion, teamwork, and growth. The overall health one is for the well-being ambassador that helps promote that with our teams. And total client satisfaction around cost saves, around role model of JLL, so role modeling behaviors, and that's exceptional client service. So the Pioneer touches on a variety of these, but is really around kind of the people side as well as the client service side. So the characteristics or the requirements around the Pioneer Award in particular takes calculated risk to innovate and improve existing processes at JLL, which Joe's a big part of that. We'll talk about that. But challenges the status quo, demonstrates resilience, and encourages others on the team to do the same. So get the team involved and to help get things done. Has accomplishments that are recognized across the team and our business. There's no question about that. And opens up areas of new thought or processes and encourages others to do the same. So those are really the Pioneer Award requirements and considerations, and that's really when Joe's submission for that award. And we had a bunch of submissions that we had to go through from a JLL leadership perspective. And so when we awarded this, and we'll talk about the Joe's accomplishments, it's really, we thought a lot about the award because it was our first time awarding this, and Joe really embodies so much of this and embodies so much of what JLL and what we stand for. And so we're very, very excited to win this first award. So I'm just going to talk through a couple of the submissions around Joe's award here specific. So, we all know, first of all, that Joe has been around for 46 years on the site. 47. We've already now, since the submission last year, has now ticked up to 47. So, exactly. So, kind of with that comes a lot of knowledge, right? But really, people can be around a long time, but really putting that knowledge to work and to use and to drive, the things that the Pioneer Award stands for. That's really what Joe has done with his 46 years here. So we have one of the key things that we have within JLL is a compliance audit program, JLL compliance audit, that protects us and protects our clients. And we do it on an annual basis. And one of the first things that Joe has done is always has really driven a high level of performance around that compliance audit, identifying gaps and opportunities and come up with solutions. So that's really important to JLL and our culture of safety and compliance. So thank you for that, Joe. Another great thing that Joe's done in terms of his knowledge and experience on the site is he's created maps, diagrams, signage, and provided support needed to whatever is required here for JLL as well as Honeywell. And we know with all the changes on this site over the last year and a half or so, probably a couple of years now, and recently the building's coming down, that has been so much more valuable. So thank you for that, Joe. He's provided extra support around the big remediation program out here and the vacant buildings as well as the demolition of the buildings. That's a really important project for Honeywell, in particular our global real estate client, Rick Kriva, and in terms of that really going smoothly and really happening, with all the different issues that are around with the city and the site and everything. I mean, that was a great contribution. So thank you for that. I mean, that was, as they say, when you don't hear things, good news, good news is no news sometimes, right? And so this went really flawlessly. So that was a big part of that was Joe. And there were so many, we always hear that, where's Joe? Joe's rushing out because we had another water break outside, right? Because he's the only one that knows where all the systems are and can help identify them quickly and get to them. So that's, another big part of what Joe has provided over the last many years here.
So that means he can't retire.
Yeah, we're not, no. That's why we got an extra big cake today to make sure. Always flexible when an emergency arises, and that's kind of the point about when a lot of the work that's done here in terms of these water main breaks and other things. And here's the comment. We had approximately 12 water main breaks last year, and Joe not only provided direction to the contractors, but also made the pipe repairs himself, saving the company and Honeywell money each time. Many hours were devoted to these jobs. I can always count on Joe. If we had to have repairs done by a contractor instead, it would probably cost us one extra person in terms of that cost. So, be able to do that work internally and save that money and put it to other use is so critical to what we're doing here. So, another key part of this is Joe self-performing a lot of work himself that normally would go out to third-party contractors. That's always a big area of opportunity for us, and we always promote that internally, but Joe actually does that, and that's a big savings too. So another great accomplishment. A high wrench rate time. So the actual doing the work and the wrench time out there, we measure that now internally, and Joe is always at the top of that list. So that's a great testament to continuing to work hard and to really drive a high level of performance, right? You can turn a wrench out there, but the amount of time you're actually doing it as opposed to all the other components of the job is really important to us and to delivering for Honeywell. So that's another great compliment. Thank you. And they just, across so many of the works and the projects that Joe has done, it's just the excellent and high quality level of what you do. I think, through all these points and all these comments, what stands out here is high level of customer service and just a high level of performance and quality. And the other thing that's so important to JLL is teamwork and collaboration. We pride ourselves on a culture of collaboration, teamwork. And really, when I think about this award and all the things that it stands for, collaboration and Joe really helping the team to deliver, that's what really stands out for me. So on behalf of JLL, on behalf of JLL leadership, all the team here, our client, Joe, congratulations and thank you very much.
This comes with some stuff here. I was standing back there thinking about a few remarks I might be able to say, and George sort of stole it right there at the end, because I've been with the firm a long time, not as long as Joe's been here. But one of the things that has kept me around is that culture that George was talking about, the culture of teamwork and collaboration, but also a culture that takes the time, out of our busy work days to do things like this, to recognize outstanding performance And, you know, but you can't let those things go unnoticed, and it's great to take the time, bring people together, and recognize people like Jill in front of their peers and their family. I mean, this is the kind of thing that's fun, right? This is just so much fun. So, that's all I have to say. This is like one of those photo op moments here, folks. So, I'm not even sure which way this goes. All right, George, get in here with this photo here.
There we go.
That's good. You got it?
Got it.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Wow. This to go with it.
Thanks.
I got to say a few words.
Oh, great.
I got to thank all my fellow workers. They all help me along. The clientele here is great. That's why I've been here so many years. I get along with everybody here. All the guys I've worked with, all the foremen I've had, starting from point A to point B, and of course Anthony, he's top. He's top shelf, and his wife. Thank you very much for everything that you've done. And then I also want to thank my family for showing up. It makes me very proud. And I want to especially thank my wife for all the garbage I've given her all the years. Very nice.
You're
My photographer.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
So I think we have some
Yeah.
food.
Lunch.
Stuff, right?
Yeah, right.
Great.
Thanks everybody for coming, Dave. We appreciate it.
One of you guys hop in first, because somebody else is going to eat before you guys do.
June.